Chapter 1. Hydrate from the inside. Water is your first anti-aging weapon. Water is your skin's first line of defense. Not the creams, not the serums, not the trending treatments. You heard me right. It's hydration. Without adequate water, your skin becomes dull, tight, and more prone to wrinkles. It's simple biology. Skin cells need water to function, to repair themselves, and to maintain elasticity. Dehydration isn't just an internal problem. It shows up on your face, in your hands, everywhere people see you. That's the key. Your skin reflects what you feed it internally. If you want radiant, youthful skin, you start from the inside out. Let's begin with the science. Your skin is about 64% water, and its outermost layer, the epidermis, relies heavily on moisture to maintain its barrier function. Studies published in the Journal of Clinical, Cosmetic, and Investigational Dermatology show that people with higher water intake had measurable improvements in skin hydration and elasticity within 4 weeks. Think about that. 4 weeks of disciplined, consistent hydration translates into visible changes in how your skin looks and feels. You have a choice here. You can wait for external fixes, or you can leverage something free, powerful, and under your control: water. Dehydrated skin, on the other hand, tells a different story. It's rough, flaky, and less resilient. Fine lines are exaggerated because the skin lacks plumpness, and any damage from UV or pollution becomes more noticeable. Imagine 2 individuals of the same age. One drinks adequate water daily and eats hydrating foods like cucumbers, watermelon, and leafy greens. The other drinks mostly coffee, soda, or alcohol and skips vegetables. Which skin do you think looks healthier, fuller, and naturally radiant? The answer is obvious. That contrast is stark. It's not about luck, it's about consistent hydration. But hydration isn't just water. Your body needs electrolytes, antioxidants, and phytonutrients to hold that water effectively inside the cells. For instance, green tea is rich in catechins, which are powerful antioxidants that help protect skin from UV damage and inflammation. Infusing water with lemon or cucumber can increase not only taste satisfaction but also antioxidant content. Researchers at the University of California found that flavonoid-rich beverages enhance skin density and hydration over time. So, hydration is multidimensional. It's not just drinking plain water, but drinking intelligently. You have a choice: plain water or water plus a functional boost. Either way, the key is consistency, not gimmicks. Here's the reality check. Most adults don't drink enough water. Surveys from the National Health and Nutrition Examinations Survey indicate that nearly 75% of people are chronically underhydrated. That's staggering. It means most people are literally showing their neglect on their faces daily. But here's the empowering part. Reversing it is immediate and measurable. Once you start drinking adequately, within a week your skin texture softens, your lips appear less chapped, and your complexion looks healthier. Within 4 to 6 weeks, even fine lines soften. That's the power of discipline. Let's talk practical steps. First, calculate your daily water intake. A simple formula is half your body weight in ounces. If you weigh 160 pounds, aim for 80 ounces a day. Yes, that sounds like a lot, but you can achieve it incrementally. 2 glasses with breakfast, 2 mid-morning, 1 before lunch, 2 in the afternoon, 1 before dinner, and so on. Pair water intake with antioxidant-rich beverages. A cup of green tea mid-morning and another in the afternoon not only adds hydration but also brings flavonoids that combat free radicals. Second, track your intake. Keep a water journal or use a hydration app. Measurement drives consistency. If you see a day where you only consumed 40 ounces, you know you need to catch up tomorrow. Habits build results, and habits are built on awareness. That's the key. It's not about sporadic hydration or waiting for thirst moments. Thirst is a late signal. Don't wait for it. Third, pair hydration with skin-supporting habits. Avoid excessive alcohol and caffeine because they increase water loss through urine. Include hydrating foods daily: cucumber, celery, oranges, kiwi, and leafy greens. These foods bring vitamins, minerals, and water simultaneously. Dr. Whitney Bowe, a renowned dermatologist, notes that hydration works best in combination with nutrients that support the skin barrier. Water alone is necessary, but it's not sufficient. That's why pairing hydration with antioxidant-rich foods is a game changer. Now, let's discuss the visible signs you're doing it right. Hydrated skin looks plump, smooth, and luminous. You'll notice fewer flaking patches, and the skin feels soft to touch. There's a subtle glow, a fullness that can't be faked with makeup. And here's the crucial psychological point. Seeing your skin respond reinforces your behavior. It creates a feedback loop. The more consistently you hydrate, the more visible the results, and the more motivated you become. Action step for today: start a daily hydration log. Write down every glass of water and beverage that counts toward hydration. Add 1 cup of green tea or another antioxidant-rich beverage. Repeat the mantra silently or aloud. It's not about luck, it's about consistent hydration. Practice mindfulness while drinking water. Notice the sensation, the effect, the moment of nourishing yourself. That intentionality reinforces the habit. Finally, understand the long-term payoff. Chronic dehydration accelerates aging. Wrinkles deepen, elasticity diminishes, and skin repair slows. But disciplined hydration slows this process. Skin cells can regenerate more effectively, collagen production remains optimal, and barrier function is stronger. Dermatologists worldwide emphasize hydration as the foundation for anti-aging routines. As Dr. Ava Shambin, a leading dermatologist, says, hydration is your skin's secret weapon. Before any product or procedure, you must build the foundation. So, let's wrap this chapter with clarity. Start from the inside. Commit to consistent hydration. Pair it with nutrients. Track it, and observe the results. That is your first, critical step toward glowing skin. It's about a simple, disciplined habit that anyone can do starting today. Chapter 2. Feed your skin, nutrition that reverses aging. You are what you eat. That's not a cliché. It's a fact written in every cell of your body, and nowhere is it more visible than your skin. Skin doesn't just reflect hydration. It mirrors nutrition, inflammation, and oxidative stress. You can slaughter all the creams you want, buy every trendy serum on the market, but if your diet is fueling inflammation, sugar overload, and nutrient deficiency, your skin will betray you. That's the key. It's not about dieting, it's about nourishing. And today, we are going to dissect exactly what that means. Let's start with the fundamentals: vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients. Collagen, the protein that keeps your skin firm and plump, relies on vitamin C to assemble correctly. Zinc is critical for repair, immune function, and reducing inflammation. Omega-3 fatty acids calm skin irritation and dryness. Polyphenols, found in berries, green tea, and cocoa, act as antioxidants, neutralizing free radicals that accelerate aging. These nutrients are your weapons. They fight wrinkles, sagging, and dullness. Without them, your skin ages faster than your calendar suggests. You have a choice: Ignore them or feed your skin what it craves. Now let's examine the impact of processed foods versus whole, nutrient-dense foods. The average Western diet is heavy in refined sugar, processed grains, and fried foods. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition linked diets high in sugar and ultra-processed foods to accelerated skin aging, increased wrinkling, and decreased elasticity. Why? Glycation. Excess sugar binds to collagen and elastin fibers, making them stiff and brittle. That's why sugar-heavy diets lead to sagging and premature lines. Contrast this with individuals who consume whole foods, fresh vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, and lean protein. Longevity studies from blue zones, regions where people live well past 90 with healthy skin and minimal age spots, show a diet rich in plant-based nutrients reduces oxidative stress and supports collagen integrity. The message is clear. What you eat directly communicates with your skin. It's not about dieting, it's about nourishing. Let's break it down further with practical examples. Berries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries are rich in vitamin C and anthocyanins. These compounds protect collagen, fight free radicals, and reduce inflammation. A handful a day improves skin elasticity and brightness. Leafy greens, spinach, kale, Swiss chard, deliver vitamins A, C, K, and magnesium, crucial for repair and detoxification. The antioxidants help reduce damage from UV and pollution. Nuts, especially almonds and walnuts, provide vitamin E and essential fatty acids, protecting the skin barrier and supporting hydration from within. These are not luxury ingredients, they are fundamental. You have a choice: eat nutrient-poor snacks or fuel your skin's resilience. Let's also consider protein. Your skin's structural integrity depends on amino acids. Collagen, keratin, and elastin are proteins. Without sufficient protein, your body cannibalizes existing collagen. Studies in the Journal of Dermatological Science show that older adults with higher protein intake maintain better skin thickness, elasticity, and fewer wrinkles. That's not theory, it's data. Lean protein sources like chicken, fish, eggs, legumes, and tofu provide these building blocks efficiently. Pairing protein with vitamin C-rich foods enhances collagen synthesis. That's the synergy. You don't need permission to combine foods intelligently. You have control. Hydration and nutrition are intertwined. Water carries nutrients to your skin. Nutrient-rich blood supports cellular repair and immune defense. Imagine a plant with dehydrated soil versus a well-watered, fertilized plant. It's the same for human skin. Nutrition without hydration, or hydration without nutrition, limits your results. You must master both. That's the discipline. Now let's talk about inflammation and oxidative stress, the silent enemies of youthful skin. Inflammation causes redness, puffiness, and can trigger acne. Oxidative stress, caused by free radicals, breaks down collagen and elastin, accelerating wrinkles. Processed foods, excess sugar, alcohol, and trans fats amplify these effects. Conversely, polyphenol-rich foods, omega-3 fatty acids, and colorful vegetables act as natural anti-inflammatory agents. For example, a 2015 study in nutrients showed participants consuming omega-3s had reduced skin redness and improved barrier function after 8 weeks. That's measurable, tangible impact. You have a choice: feed inflammation or fight it proactively. Let's implement a practical action step. Pick 3 skin-boosting foods to include every day. For instance, berries for antioxidants and collagen protection, leafy greens for vitamins, minerals, and detox support, nuts for essential fatty acids and barrier protection. Eat them consistently. Pair berries with oatmeal for breakfast. Add leafy greens to lunch. Snack on nuts in the afternoon. Make it deliberate, intentional, and consistent. That's how transformation occurs. Temporary efforts don't create radiant skin. Discipline does. Finally, let's consider longevity and visible results. Nutrition isn't cosmetic, it's cumulative. Studies on centenarians show that habitual intake of nutrient-dense foods correlates with firmer, brighter, and healthier-looking skin. This is not luck, it's years of consistent choices. By prioritizing anti-inflammatory, antioxidant-rich, protein-adequate nutrition daily, you literally slow your skin's clock. That's the power of informed discipline. No cream, no expensive procedure, no trend can replicate the effect of consistent nutrition at a cellular level. So, let's summarize. Your skin needs targeted nutrients daily. Feed it vitamins, minerals, protein, and phytonutrients. Avoid processed foods that accelerate aging. Pair hydration with nourishment. Track it, be consistent, and make it a non-negotiable part of your routine. You've taken the first step with hydration. Now you're adding the foundation of nutrition. Together, these two pillars begin transforming your skin from the inside out. You are building the architecture of radiance, resilience, and youthfulness. That's the key. Chapter 3. Sleep like your skin depends on it, because it does. Sleep isn't optional. Not for your mind, not for your mood, and absolutely not for your skin. What most people fail to understand is that every night, while you lie seemingly idle, your body is executing the ultimate repair protocol. Collagen production ramps up, cellular regeneration accelerates, toxins are cleared, hormones reset. In short, sleep is the foundation of radiant, youthful skin. And if you ignore this, you can apply every serum, follow every diet, and drink gallons of water, your skin will still betray you. Let's start with the science. Your skin operates on a circadian rhythm, just like the rest of your body. The circadian clock signals when cells divide, when hormones surge, when repair mechanisms activate. According to research in Chronobiology International, collagen synthesis peaks during deep sleep, typically in the first half of the night. Growth hormone, critical for tissue repair and elasticity, also surges during this period. Poor sleep interrupts these cycles, limiting collagen production, reducing skin barrier function, and accelerating aging. Chronic sleep deprivation isn't just about dark circles or puffiness, it's about structural degradation. That's why people who consistently get 5 hours or less show more pronounced wrinkles and sagging than those who sleep 7 to 8 hours regularly. You have a choice. Sleep strategically or face the visible consequences. Consider the difference between poor and restorative sleep. Poor sleep, short, fragmented, or irregular, triggers stress hormone release, namely cortisol. Elevated cortisol increases inflammation, breaks down collagen, and triggers oil imbalances, which worsen acne and sensitivity. Compare this with restorative sleep, deep, uninterrupted cycles that allow the skin to rebuild. In a 2015 study published in Clinical and Experimental Dermatology, participants with insufficient sleep experienced increased fine lines, reduced skin elasticity, and a dull complexion. Those who slept well showed smoother skin, faster wound healing, and improved barrier function. It's not subtle. The research is clear. Sleep isn't cosmetic, it's structural. Your skin literally rebuilds itself at night. You don't need their permission to prioritize it. But let's make this actionable. Your evening routine dictates skin repair. Start by creating a consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Why? Because your circadian rhythm thrives on predictability. Light exposure in the evening, blue light from phones, laptops, and TVs, suppresses melatonin, the hormone that signals sleep. Reduce artificial light 1 hour before bed. Consider dimming lights or using amber bulbs. Evening wind-down activities, reading, meditation, light stretching, signal your body that repair time is approaching. You have a choice. Let electronics hijack your repair cycles or enforce a disciplined routine. Let's talk quality of sleep and skin impact. Not all sleep is equal. REM sleep and deep sleep serve different functions. Deep sleep, where growth hormone surges, directly supports collagen production. REM sleep consolidates memory and regulates mood, indirectly affecting your skin by reducing stress-induced flare-ups. A study in sleep health found participants who achieved uninterrupted deep sleep had higher hydration levels, better elasticity, and fewer inflammatory markers. Contrast this with fragmented sleep, puffiness, under-eye darkness, dull tone, and slower wound healing. You have a choice. Fight for uninterrupted cycles or accept compromised skin. Now, let's connect this to real-world examples. High-performance athletes, CEOs, and models swear by sleep as the ultimate recovery tool. Arianna Huffington, founder of Thrive Global, credits deep, structured sleep with maintaining energy, focus, and physical vitality. Dermatologists like Dr. Whitney Bowe emphasize sleep's role in collagen synthesis, barrier restoration, and pigmentation repair. Research in JAMA Dermatology confirms those who consistently sleep 7 to 8 hours look younger and more vibrant than those who sleep less, even when diet and skincare are equal. You see the pattern. It's discipline, not luck. Next, consider the intersection of sleep and other skin factors. Hydration, nutrition, and sleep are interdependent. Dehydration worsens sleep quality, poor diet disrupts circadian rhythm, stress compromises both. For example, a study in nutrition reviews found that diets high in sugar and processed foods decrease melatonin production and sleep efficiency, indirectly aging the skin faster. In contrast, magnesium-rich foods, spinach, pumpkin seeds, almonds, support relaxation and deeper sleep. Omega-3 fatty acids reduce nighttime inflammation, enhancing skin repair. Discipline in nutrition reinforces discipline in sleep. It's not about resting, it's about repairing. Let's implement a simple action plan tonight. Begin with a 7 to 8 hour sleep window. Turn off blue light an hour before bed. Dim lights, read a book, or practice 5 minutes of deep breathing. Track your sleep in a journal or with a sleep tracker. Reflect on skin changes over 2 weeks, hydration, texture, and brightness. Make this non-negotiable. Micro-adjustments accumulate massive results. Consistency trumps occasional perfection every time. Finally, remember this. Sleep is invisible discipline with visible results. You may never see your skin repairing overnight, but every night you honor your circadian rhythm, every deep cycle, every uninterrupted hour strengthens your barrier, increases elasticity, and restores radiance. It's not instantaneous. It's disciplined. It's consistent. It's measurable. You are training your body to repair itself. That's the key. You've mastered hydration and nutrition. Now you are harnessing sleep, the ultimate repair mechanism. You've set the foundation for radiant, youthful skin from the inside out. You understand that without repair, nourishment and hydration are only partial victories. Next, we address environmental factors, the invisible forces silently aging your skin every day. Chapter 4. Protect to Preserve, the Power of Sun and Pollution Barriers. If you think aging is inevitable, think again. Every day, Invisible forces are actively breaking down your skin structure. Sunlight, pollution, and even the glow of your phone screen, all of these accelerate wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, and loss of elasticity. This chapter isn't about fear-mongering, it's about strategic defense. You have a choice, and if you fail to build these barriers, no cream, serum, or hydration routine can fully protect you. That's the key. Protection is prevention, and prevention equals longevity. Let's start with the most obvious enemy, ultraviolet, UV, light. UVA and UVB rays penetrate your skin, breaking down collagen fibers, triggering free radical formation, and creating DNA damage. The result? Fine lines, sagging, dark spots, and an accelerated aging process known as photoaging. Studies in the Journal of the American Academy of Dermatology show that people who use broad-spectrum SPF daily have 24% less skin aging after 10 years compared to those who skip it. Think about that. 24% of visible aging can be prevented simply by consistent, daily sun protection. You don't need anyone's permission to apply sunscreen every morning. But the sun isn't your only adversary. Blue light and visible light exposure from digital devices and indoor lighting also matter. Emerging research from photodermatology, photoimmunology, and photomedicine reveals that high-energy visible light penetrates deep into the dermis, producing reactive oxygen species that accelerate pigment formation and degrade collagen. It's subtle, but cumulative exposure over months and years can lead to dullness, uneven tone, and early wrinkles, especially on the face and hands, the most exposed areas. You have a choice. Ignore this invisible threat or defend against it daily. Use blue light protective creams or serums if your work or lifestyle requires prolonged screen time. It's not about fee, it's about foresight. Next, consider pollution and environmental toxins. Fine particulate matter, smog, cigarette smoke, and airborne chemicals trigger oxidative stress, inflammation, and breakdown of the skin barrier. According to a study in Environmental Health Perspectives, individuals living in high-pollution areas showed increased pigmentation, more wrinkles, and higher levels of oxidative damage compared to those in cleaner environments, even when their sun exposure was equal. Protective measures, like antioxidant-rich serums and physical barriers, dramatically reduce this damage. Vitamin C, vitamin E, and ferulic acid neutralize free radicals generated by pollution, reinforcing your skin's defense systems. Let's make it practical. Building a daily protection routine is non-negotiable. Start with sunscreen, SPF 30 or higher, applied every morning, even on cloudy days. Broad-spectrum formulas protect against both UVA and UVB damage. Next, incorporate antioxidant serums. Topical vitamin C in the morning neutralizes free radicals, while vitamin E and ferulic acid enhance its effectiveness. Third, wear physical barriers, wide-brim hats, UV protective clothing, and sunglasses shield delicate areas like the face, neck, and eyes. Consistency is non-negotiable. Apply sunscreen before leaving the house. Reapply if you're outdoors for long periods. Layer antioxidants underneath for maximum effect. Protect your skin like armor. It's not about hiding, it's about shielding strategically. Consider real-world examples. Celebrities known for youthful skin, like Jennifer Aniston and Cate Blanchett, credit consistent sunscreen and antioxidant use as their core anti-aging strategy. Dermatologists such as Dr. Dennis Gross emphasize that no cosmetic procedure can counteract daily UV and pollution exposure if a disciplined barrier isn't in place. Conversely, casual sunbathers without protection show earlier wrinkles, pigmentation, and dryness, regardless of expensive serums or facials. This isn't theory, it's observable, documented, and repeatable. You have a choice. Follow these simple yet powerful habits or pay the visible price later. Let's talk timing and habits. Morning is your strategic moment. Apply antioxidant serums immediately after cleansing, before moisturizer, and always before sunscreen. Consider SPF as your base layer of armor. Reapply after sweat or water exposure. Evening is for repay. Cleanse thoroughly to remove pollutants, apply barrier-repairing serums, and nourish with hydrating agents. Make this routine non-negotiable. Every day without protection is cumulative damage. You don't need their permission to defend yourself. Now, let's integrate environmental awareness into lifestyle choices. Limit peak sun exposure between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. If you live in a city, consider indoor air purifiers and frequent cleansing to remove fine particles. Wash your face after returning from polluted environments. Even small, disciplined actions multiply over time to significantly slow aging. You have a choice, reactive or proactive. That's the key. Shield today, preserve tomorrow. Finally, remember the mindset behind protection. This isn't vanity, it's strategic longevity. Your skin is the largest organ of your body, and daily assaults from UV, blue light, and pollution can erode not just appearance, but resilience. Think of sunscreen, antioxidants, and physical barriers as investments with guaranteed returns. Elasticity, clarity, brightness, and a younger appearance. Discipline compounds. One morning without sunscreen is one more micro-injury. One night of neglecting antioxidants allows free radicals to accumulate. As you leave this chapter, understand this. Protection is power. Hydration restores. Nutrition fuels. Sleep repays. But without consistent shielding, your efforts are compromised. You've learned the science, the strategies, and the mindset. Daily implementation turns invisible threats into controlled variables. Master this, and you dramatically slow visible aging, preserve radiance, and maintain elasticity for decades. You've mastered hydration, nutrition, and sleep. You've learned to protect against the external forces of aging. Next, we focus on internal renewal, how exercise and circulation deliver nutrients, oxygen, and vibrancy to your skin. Chapter 5. Master a simple skincare routine. Consistency beats complexity. Let's get one thing straight. Having radiant, youthful skin is not about owning a bathroom full of serums, masks, or exotic creams. It's not about following every trending TikTok skincare hack. It's not about chasing the next miracle product. If you master a simple routine and stick to it every single day, you will see far better results than jumping from product to product without discipline. That's the key. Today, we are breaking down a skincare routine that is both minimal and scientifically effective. Start with the foundation, cleansing. Cleansing removes dirt, oil, pollutants, and residual products that accumulate on your skin. Many people over-cleanse or use harsh soaps that strip natural oils, causing irritation and premature aging. Dermatologists like Dr. Whitney Bowe emphasize gentle cleansing with a pH-balanced formula twice daily. Compare someone who washes aggressively with strong detergents versus someone who uses a simple, gentle cleanser. One ends up with a compromised barrier, redness, and dryness. The other maintains hydration, clarity, and smoothness. Gentle, effective cleansing is non-negotiable. You do it daily, and the results compound. Next, exfoliation, but not over-exfoliation. Removing dead skin cells encourages cellular turnover, brightens complexion, and allows active ingredients to penetrate more effectively. Avoid daily mechanical scrubs that damage the skin. Experts like Dr. Shireen Idris recommend 2 to 3 chemical exfoliations per week using mild ahas, like glycolic acid, or BHAs, like salicylic acid, depending on skin type. Real-world example. In clinical studies, participants using controlled exfoliation showed improved elasticity, fewer clogged pores, and smoother skin texture compared to those using harsh scrubs daily. You have a choice: patience or impatience. Less is more. Strategic exfoliation wins. The next pillar is moisturizing. Moisturizer strengthens the skin barrier, locks in hydration, and supports repair processes. Some people skip it if their skin is oily. Mistake. Even oily skin needs a lightweight, non-comedogenic moisturizer to maintain balance. Compare the skin of someone who moisturizes consistently versus someone who doesn't. Consistent moisturization correlates with fewer fine lines, reduced irritation, and overall radiance. Apply morning and night, and your skin will thank you with resilience and glow. Now, let's talk about targeted treatment. This is where your routine gets specific to your goals: anti-aging, hyperpigmentation, or acne. Vitamin C serums, retinoids, and niacinamide are clinically proven for these purposes. The trick is simplicity. Choose 1 or 2 high-impact treatments and stick with them. Overloading your skin with multiple actives causes irritation without improving results. Clinical trials, like those published in Dermatologic Therapy, demonstrate that patients using a single, well-formulated retinoid or antioxidant show significant improvement in fine lines and pigmentation after 12 weeks. Finally, protection. And yes, this deserves repetition because it is non-negotiable. Daily sunscreen use is the single most effective anti-aging step. A consistent SPF 30 or higher shields against UVA and UVB rays, preventing wrinkles, dark spots, and collagen breakdown. Layer it over your morning moisturizer. This is not optional. Compare someone applying SPF daily with someone who applies it sporadically. The difference in long-term skin health is dramatic. Consistent protection is the final step that makes all the other routine elements work. Let's put it together. A minimal, high-impact daily routine looks like this. Cleanse, morning and evening. Gentle pH balance formula: exfoliate 2 to 3 times per week using chemical exfoliants. Moisturize daily, morning and night. With skin-appropriate formula, treat 1 to 2 targeted serums for your goals. Consistently applied, protect. Daily SPF, even on cloudy days. This routine takes 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes at night. Minimal time, maximum impact, and repetition compounds results. You have a choice: a complicated, stressful routine that produces marginal results, or a simple, disciplined routine that delivers visible improvements month after month. That's the key. Precision and consistency beat chaos every single time. Now, consider behavioral reinforcement. Make your routine a ritual. Do it in the same order every day. Pair it with another habit, like brushing your teeth, to make it automatic. Track your consistency with a simple habit tracker. Discipline compounds, and every day you follow the routine is a day you are investing in your skin's long-term health. Real-world example. Dr. Leslie Bauman, a leading dermatologist, emphasizes that the most successful patients she treats are those who stick to a short, consistent routine, not those who jump from product to product. Celebrities with radiant skin, think Emma Stone or Halle Berry, often rely on minimal but disciplined routines: gentle cleanse, 1 high-quality serum, moisturizer, and sunscreen. Not 15 different products. The secret is repetition, discipline, and simplicity. As this chapter concludes, remember, overcomplicated routines create confusion, waste money, and often irritate the skin. Minimal, evidence-based, high-impact routines create results you can see and feel. You've learned what to do, why it works, and how to implement it daily. Discipline, consistency, and simplicity are your allies. You've mastered hydration, nutrition, sleep, protection, and now a simple, consistent skincare routine. Next, we move to internal circulation and skin oxygenation, the natural glow that only movement delivers. Chapter 6. Boost collagen, move, massage, and stimulate. Listen carefully, because this is where the transformation goes deeper. Your skin's glow, firmness, and youthful elasticity don't just come from creams, serums, or sunlight alone. They come from collagen, the structural protein that holds your skin together, giving it resilience, plumpness, and bounce. Without it, even the most expensive products can't save you from sagging, wrinkles, and dullness. Today, we are talking about movement, massage, and stimulation, practical, actionable methods that boost collagen naturally from the inside out and topically through improved circulation. Let's start with collagen itself. Collagen production declines by roughly 1% per year after your mid-20s, according to Harvard Medical School studies. This leads to thinner, less elastic skin and visible aging. But here's the good news: the body can respond to strategic stimulation. Collagen synthesis is triggered by mechanical stress, blood flow, and microtrauma, the same principles used in strength training for muscles. You don't need a lab or a dermatologist to see results. Movement is your first tool. Cardiovascular exercise increases circulation, delivering oxygen and nutrients to skin cells. Resistance training, weight-bearing exercises, and high-intensity interval training, HIIT, don't just tone your body, they stimulate fibroblasts, the collagen-producing cells in your dermis. Real-world example. A 2015 study in the Journal of Cosmetic Dermatology demonstrated that older adults engaging in 12 weeks of resistance training had improved skin elasticity and collagen density in their arms and thighs. The principle is clear: movement equals stimulation. Now, let's layer in massage and manual stimulation. Facial massage, gua sha, or dry brushing stimulates blood flow, encourages lymphatic drainage, and supports collagen remodeling. Celebrities like Jennifer Aniston and Jessica Alba swear by daily facial massage for skin tone and elasticity. Practical technique: use upward strokes with your fingers or a gua sha tool for 5 minutes in the morning or evening, focusing on areas prone to sagging, like the jawline, cheeks, and forehead. Studies in the Aesthetic Surgery Journal show that consistent facial massage improves circulation, lymphatic drainage, and even fine line appearance over time. Next is resistance for stimulation, but not just in the gym. You can do targeted facial exercises, sometimes called face yoga, to engage the muscles under the skin, firm the facial structure, and promote collagen. For instance, lifting the corners of your mouth while pressing gently against your cheeks activates cheek muscles, improves blood flow, and signals fibroblasts to produce collagen. Compare someone who does this daily for 5 minutes versus someone who never does it. Over weeks, the first group develops stronger, lifted facial contours. Dry brushing is another technique. Using a natural bristle brush in circular motions improves circulation and stimulates the skin surface. Many beauty professionals recommend this pre-shower for 2 to 3 minutes over arms, legs, and torso. According to the International Journal of Cosmetic Science, mechanical stimulation through brushing or massage can increase dermal thickness and improve microcirculation. You don't need a fancy device. It's about consistent stimulation. Repeat that mantra as you perform these exercises. Let it anchor your routine. Nutrition supports the stimulation. Collagen is made from amino acids, glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. Incorporate collagen peptides, bone broth, or high-protein foods to give your fibroblasts the raw materials they need. Vitamin C is also essential as a cofactor for collagen synthesis. Example: clinical studies in Nutrients, 2019, show that participants taking collagen peptides combined with vitamin C supplementation experienced improved skin elasticity, hydration, and reduced wrinkles after 8 weeks. Combine this internal support with external stimulation for maximum results. You have a choice: neglect nutrients or fuel your body. That's the key. Let's tie it together. A daily collagen boosting routine can be simple, just 5 to 10 minutes. Facial massage or gua sha, 5 minutes, focusing on problem areas, targeted facial exercises, lift, press, and tone underlying muscles, dry brushing, circular motions on arms, legs, and torso to boost circulation, support with nutrition, collagen-rich foods and vitamin C for fibroblast function. Consistency is the secret. You don't need hours or complex protocols. You need repetition and discipline. You have a choice: let gravity and aging win, or actively stimulate your skin every day. That's the key. Real-world reinforcement. Dr. Leslie Bauman emphasizes that patients who pair minimal skincare with massage and lifestyle factors see far better collagen retention than those relying solely on topical treatments. Celebrities and models, from Miranda Kerr to Gwyneth Paltrow, consistently use facial massage, light resistance exercises, and dry brushing as non-invasive ways to keep skin youthful. They don't rely on products alone. They rely on consistent stimulation. You don't need permission to follow the same principle. Exercise to implement today. Spend 5 minutes performing gentle upward strokes on your face using your fingertips or a gua sha tool. Lift the jawline, smooth the forehead, and massage the cheeks. Notice blood flow. Feel the stimulation. Repeat mantra: it's not about shortcuts, it's about stimulation. To conclude, boosting collagen isn't about injecting your skin with chemicals or relying on expensive procedures. It's about strategic movement, massage, and nutrient support. You have control. You have discipline. You have the ability to trigger fibroblasts, improve circulation, and reinforce elasticity every single day. The results compound. Skin becomes firmer. Contours lift. Radiance emerges. You've mastered hydration, nutrition, sleep, protection, routine, and now collagen stimulation. Next, we'll explore the hidden power of stress reduction, inflammation control, and internal balance for ultimate skin glow. Chapter 7. Stress less, glow more, calm your skin and mind. Listen carefully, because this is where beauty and biology intersect in a way most people completely overlook. Your skin isn't just a reflection of what you put on it. It's a mirror of what's going on inside your body, inside your mind. Chronic stress, high cortisol levels, and unregulated emotions show up as breakouts, redness, inflammation, and even accelerated aging. Today, we are going to focus on stress regulation, micro-mindfulness, and simple mental exercises that transform both your skin and your life. Let's start with the science. Cortisol, often called the stress hormone, is released by your adrenal glands in response to pressure, anxiety, or trauma. In small doses, it's adaptive. It helps you focus and respond. But chronic stress keeps cortisol elevated, and that triggers inflammation, oil overproduction, and collagen breakdown. Dermatology studies link elevated cortisol to acne flares, eczema, psoriasis, and accelerated wrinkle formation. Harvard Health notes that prolonged cortisol exposure can literally degrade the structural proteins in your skin, reducing elasticity and promoting sagging. Now, compare high-stress lifestyles with mindful routines. Individuals who sleep poorly, skip meals, and are constantly checking emails or social media exhibit more acne, puffiness, and dullness. Meanwhile, studies from the Journal of Behavioral Medicine and Mindfulness Research show that daily meditation, yoga, and even microbreathing reduce cortisol, improve heart rate variability, and reduce inflammatory markers. The skin responds. Subjects practicing 10 minutes of mindfulness daily over 8 weeks had visibly calmer, more radiant skin, less redness, and fewer breakouts. You don't need permission to adopt these routines. You need discipline. Micro-mindfulness is your first practical tool. This is not about spending an hour on a retreat or mastering transcendental meditation. It's about 1 to 5 minutes of intentional awareness multiple times a day. Example: when tension rises, pause and notice your shoulders, jaw, and breath. Label your emotions silently. I feel frustration. I feel tension. Observing without judgment reduces the amygdala's stress response. Neurologist Dr. Richard Davidson's studies at the University of Wisconsin show that consistent micro-mindfulness literally rewires the brain, decreasing cortisol spikes and improving skin health indirectly. You have a choice: react unconsciously or pause strategically. Breathing exercises are your second tool. The 4-7-8 technique, deep diaphragmatic breathing, or box breathing slows the heart rate, reduces cortisol, and oxygenates your skin cells. Example: inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Repeat 3 cycles whenever tension rises, before a meeting, after an argument, or during traffic. It's preventive maintenance for your skin and mind. Dermatologists increasingly recommend stress reduction routines as part of anti-aging regimens. Movement and release are also critical. Exercise reduces stress, improves circulation, and supports detoxification through sweat. But not all movement is equal. Moderate, consistent activity is better than sporadic high-intensity sessions that add physical stress. Real-world example: a 2018 study in Frontiers in Psychology found that participants engaging in 30 minutes of brisk walking daily had lower cortisol, improved sleep, and reduced inflammatory markers, visible in healthier, more luminous skin. You don't need an expensive gym or a personal trainer. You need discipline and routine. It's not about perfect workouts. It's about consistent motion. Let's address nutrition as stress armor. Blood sugar spikes and poor diets amplify cortisol production. A diet rich in omega-3 fatty acids, magnesium, and antioxidants stabilizes mood and supports skin resilience. Example: wild-caught salmon, spinach, pumpkin seeds, and berries. Studies in Nutrients, 2020, show that anti-inflammatory diets reduce oxidative stress markers and skin redness. Real-world principle: eat intentionally to support both mind and skin. Sleep and circadian alignment are non-negotiable. Chronic stress disrupts sleep, which compounds cortisol dysregulation. Sleep is when your skin repairs and detoxifies. Studies from Northwestern University reveal that women who slept less than 6 hours per night for 2 weeks exhibited reduced skin barrier function, increased wrinkles, and dullness compared to those with optimal rest. Practical daily framework: micro-mindfulness, 2 to 5 minutes. Notice tension and label emotions. Breathing exercise, 4-7-8 or box breathing, 3 cycles per trigger moment. Moderate movement, 20 to 30 minutes of brisk walking or stretching. Nutrient support, anti-inflammatory foods for skin and mental health. Sleep hygiene, 7 to 8 hours. Consistent schedule, wind-down routine. Consistency compounds, micro-pauses, intentional breaths, and mindful habits not only reduce stress but slow visible skin aging. You don't need to escape your obligations or avoid conflict. You have the power to control your internal response, and the skin reflects it. Real-world reinforcement. Dr. Whitney Bowe, a dermatologist specializing in skin and stress, emphasizes that managing stress is the single most important intervention for healthy, youthful skin. Celebrity practitioners. Gwyneth Paltrow and Halle Berry credit meditation and structured breathing as essential to their radiance, proving that stress management is a cornerstone of beauty. You don't need celebrity status, you need repetition and discipline. Exercise to implement today. Take 5 minutes right now. Sit quietly. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply for 4 counts. Hold for 7. Exhale for 8. Visualize tension leaving your body. Feel your shoulders drop. To conclude, your stress response is the silent controller of your skin's health and radiance. Cortisol and inflammation may be invisible, but their impact is not. You have a choice. Ignore them and watch skin dull, sag, and wrinkle, or regulate, pause, breathe, and move. Discipline compounds. Calm becomes visible. Radiance emerges. You've mastered hydration, nutrition, sleep, protection, skincare, collagen stimulation, and now stress control. Next, we'll explore gut health, detoxification, and internal microbiome balance for ultimate skin glow. Chapter 8. Detox and Eliminate. The gut-skin connection. Your skin is not an isolated organ. It is a reflection of what's happening inside, especially in your gut. If your digestion is off, if your microbiome is imbalanced, if toxins accumulate, your skin shows it immediately: inflammation, acne, dullness, and even premature aging. Today, we are diving into the gut-skin axis, practical detox strategies, and dietary interventions that give you luminous skin from the inside out. Let's start with the science. Your gut houses trillions of bacteria, fungi, and microbes collectively known as the microbiome. These microorganisms aren't just digesting food, they are regulating inflammation, producing vitamins, and influencing your immune system. Harvard researchers and studies published in Frontiers in Microbiology show a direct link between gut dysbiosis, an imbalance of gut flora, and inflammatory skin conditions like acne, eczema, rosacea, and even psoriasis. When your gut is inflamed, your skin mirrors the internal chaos. Compare 2 scenarios. First, a typical Western diet, high in sugar, processed foods, and low in fiber. This diet fuels pathogenic gut bacteria, increases intestinal permeability, and triggers systemic inflammation. The skin responds with clogged pores, redness, and accelerated aging. Now, a gut-supportive diet, fermented foods, prebiotics like asparagus and onions, fiber-rich fruits and vegetables, and reduced sugar. Studies show that participants following such a diet for 8 weeks experienced improved skin clarity, reduced acne severity, and even softer, more hydrated skin. Fermented foods are your first practical tool. Yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, miso. These foods introduce beneficial bacteria that improve digestion, enhance nutrient absorption, and regulate inflammation. Dermatologist Dr. Whitney Bowe, author of The Beauty of Dirty Skin, emphasizes that probiotics can directly improve skin barrier function and reduce inflammatory markers. Practical tip: add at least 1 serving of fermented food daily. Next, fiber and prebiotics. Fiber feeds the beneficial bacteria, producing short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, which reduce systemic inflammation. Studies in Nutrients, 2019, highlight that fiber intake of 25 to 30 grams daily supports microbiome diversity, indirectly improving skin tone and reducing redness. Practical approach: include leafy greens, berries, oats, and legumes in every meal. Reduce sugar and processed foods. Fructose and refined carbs spike insulin, increase glycation end products, and fuel pathogenic gut bacteria. This triggers inflammatory pathways affecting the skin. Harvard Health reports that high glycemic diets correlate strongly with acne flares and premature wrinkle formation. Real-world examples. Patients who switch to low glycemic, minimally processed diets often report clearer skin within 4 to 6 weeks. Hydration and elimination matter here too. Water aids digestion, nutrient transport, and toxin clearance. Herbal teas like dandelion, peppermint, and ginger can support liver function and gut motility. Studies from the Journal of Nutrition show that adequate hydration combined with fiber-rich diets reduces systemic inflammation and oxidative stress, directly benefiting skin. Action step: track water intake, pair with gut-supportive beverages, and ensure regular bowel movements. Let's discuss toxins and environmental stresses. Heavy metals, pollutants, and endocrine-disrupting chemicals can accumulate in the body, stressing the liver and gut. Dermatology research shows that toxin accumulation often manifests as dullness, hyperpigmentation, and breakouts. Practical strategy: focus on organic produce when possible, reduce exposure to plastics, and ensure adequate fiber intake for toxin binding and elimination. You don't need a detox fad, you need functional balance. Lifestyle integration. Fermented foods, 1 to 2 servings daily, fiber and prebiotics, include in every meal. Sugar reduction, limit refined carbs and processed snacks. Hydration, minimum 2 liters water per day. Toxin awareness, reduce environmental and dietary exposures. Consistency compounds. Daily gut support reduces systemic inflammation, strengthens your skin barrier, and enhances radiance. You have a choice: feed dysfunction or feed wellness. Real-world reinforcement. Dr. Whitney Bowe, the state of your skin is a reflection of the state of your gut. The British Journal of Dermatology emphasizes that dietary fiber and probiotics improve acne and eczema outcomes. You don't need experimental treatments, you need foundational, science-backed habits. Exercise to implement today. Add 1 serving of kimchi, sauerkraut, or kefir. Swap sugary snacks for a fiber-rich alternative like berries or an apple with nut butter. Note any digestive or skin changes over the next week. To conclude, your gut is the hidden engine driving your skin's appearance. Inflammation, microbial imbalance, and dietary toxins silently sabotage your glow. You have a choice: continue the cycle or actively cultivate balance. Discipline compounds, and functional gut health translates directly into luminous, youthful skin. You've mastered hydration, nutrition, sleep, sun protection, skincare routines, collagen stimulation, stress management, and now gut balance. Next, we'll explore hormonal harmony and its transformative effect on radiant skin. Chapter 9: Targeted Treatments, Science-Backed Enhancements. By now, you've mastered the foundation: hydration, nutrition, sleep, protection, minimalistic skincare, collagen stimulation, stress control, and gut health. Your skin is healthier, stronger, and more receptive. But if you want radiance and anti-aging transformation, you need to go beyond the basics. That's where targeted, science-backed treatments come in. Rely on anecdotal trends, random hacks, or unverified remedies, or commit to methods proven by dermatology research and clinical studies. That's the key. Let's start with the cornerstone: retinoids. Retinoids, including prescription tretinoin or over-the-counter retinol, are vitamin A derivatives that increase cell turnover, stimulate collagen, and reduce fine lines and hyperpigmentation. According to the Journal of Drugs and Dermatology, Consistent topical retinoid use improves wrinkle depth by up to 40% in 6 months. Real-world example. Dr. Joshua Zeichner, Director of Cosmetic and Clinical Research in Dermatology at Mount Sinai, reports that patients who start a low-concentration retinol nightly notice smoother texture, reduced acne, and a brighter complexion. Next, vitamin C serums. Vitamin C is a potent antioxidant that neutralizes free radicals, protects against UV-induced damage, and enhances collagen synthesis. Harvard researchers demonstrate that stabilized L-ascorbic acid in concentrations of 10 to 20% improves skin brightness and reduces pigmentation over 8 to 12 weeks. Compare this with anecdotal remedies, like DIY lemon juice masks, which can burn, irritate, and compromise your barrier. You don't need random trends. You need targeted, evidence-based application. Action step: apply a 15% vitamin C serum in the morning under sunscreen. Peptids and growth factors are the next frontier. Peptids are short chains of amino acids that signal the skin to produce more collagen and elastin. Research published in Dermatologic Surgery confirms that peptid formulations improve firmness and reduce wrinkle depth over 12 weeks. Celebrities like Jennifer Aniston and dermatologist patients often integrate peptid creams into their routines with remarkable cumulative effects. Compare this to unproven miracle creams that claim instant results. They don't work. You don't need hype, you need biochemical precision. Now, let's discuss professional treatments. Chemical peels, microneedling, fractional lasers, and light therapy have strong evidence for skin rejuvenation. Microneedling, for example, stimulates fibroblasts and collagen production. A 2020 Journal of Cosmetic Dermatology study shows 80% of participants report noticeable improvement in skin texture and tightness after 3 to 4 sessions. Chemical peels, depending on the depth, can reduce hyperpigmentation and improve clarity. Dermatologists like Dr. Doris Day emphasize that professional treatments amplify results, especially when paired with consistent at-home care. You don't need to experiment blindly, you need professional guidance and repetition. Compare anecdotal remedies versus evidence-based treatments. DIY hacks, coffee scrubs, raw honey masks, coconut oil overnight, sometimes helpful but inconsistent, often irritating that evidence-backed approaches. Retinoids, vitamin C, peptids, professional interventions, studied, tested, reproducible results. Here's how to implement targeted treatments effectively. Pick one high-impact treatment that addresses your primary concern: retinol for texture, vitamin C for brightness, peptids for firmness. Commit to consistent use for 4 to 6 weeks, tracking progress with photos or notes. Transformation compounds over time. Inconsistent application yields minimal results. Pair your treatment with your foundational routine: hydration, sun protection, stress management, nutrition, and sleep. Evidence shows layered strategies outperform single interventions. A common mistake is overloading the skin. Many believe more products equal faster results. Wrong. Dermatology consensus is clear. Overuse of actives like retinoids or acids leads to irritation, redness, and impaired barrier function. That's why methodical, single focus, consistent action beats random experimentation. Let's reinforce the transformation mindset. Targeted treatments do not create instant miracles. They amplify results of foundational habits. Retinoids do not replace hydration. Vitamin C does not substitute for sleep. Peptids do not negate stress management. Each element is complementary. You have a choice: chase quick fixes or integrate proven methods into a disciplined, repeatable routine. Exercise for the listener. Identify one evidence-backed treatment that aligns with your main skin goal, Integrate it systematically into your routine for at least 4 weeks. Track changes weekly, noting texture, brightness, elasticity, and clarity. Real-world reinforcement. Dr. Whitney Bowe emphasizes layering scientific skincare with lifestyle adjustments. Even the best serum is powerless on dehydrated, stressed, or nutritionally deficient skin. Dermatologist Dr. Doris Day, consistency and discipline with clinically validated actives are what produce long-term skin rejuvenation. No shortcut exists. Remember, your skin rewards cumulative effort, not sporadic heroics. By integrating targeted, research-backed treatments with the foundational pillars of skin health, you unlock the next level of radiance. As we close this chapter, reflect. Your glow is a reflection of internal and external discipline. Hydration, nutrition, sleep, sun protection, skincare routines, collagen stimulation, stress management, gut balance, and now targeted treatments form a complete system. You've built the foundation. Next, we'll conclude this audiobook with the final chapter, synthesizing everything into a lifestyle for permanent, radiant skin. Chapter 10. Lifestyle is the glow, habits that last. We've journeyed together through hydration, nutrition, sleep, protection, minimalistic routines, collagen stimulation, stress management, gut health, and targeted treatments. Each chapter gave you a tool. Each habit built upon the last. Now, it's time for the ultimate principle. Lifestyle is the glow. Your skin isn't just a reflection of a cream, a serum, or a mask. Your radiance mirrors your choices every single day. Let's begin with exercise. Movement is not optional, it's foundational. Exercise increases circulation, delivering oxygen and nutrients to your skin, promoting cellular repair, and enhancing collagen production. Harvard Medical School reports that moderate exercise 30 minutes a day improves skin density and elasticity over time. Real-world examples. Longevity-focused individuals like centenarians in Okinawa or the Blue Zones incorporate daily walking, stretching, and functional movement. You don't need high-intensity workouts. You need consistent circulation. Next, hydration and nutrition. You've learned how water fuels cellular repair and antioxidants combat oxidative stress. Nutrition is the backbone of youthful skin. You don't need expensive detox programs. You need nutrient-dense, colorful foods consistently. Real-world studies, like those published in Nutrients and Dermatoendocrinology, confirm diets rich in vitamins A, C, E, zinc, and omega-3 fatty acids reduce inflammation, improve elasticity, and enhance brightness. Compare this to sporadic fad diets or trendy cleanses. They produce temporary effects, not cumulative transformation. Sleep is non-negotiable. During deep sleep, the body repairs tissues, clears toxins, and produces collagen. The Journal of Clinical and Aesthetic Dermatology reports that chronic sleep deprivation accelerates skin aging and reduces barrier function. Examples: shift workers or individuals with irregular sleep schedules show early wrinkling and dullness compared to those with consistent 7 to 8 hour routines. Action step: maintain a wind-down ritual, dim lights, and avoid screens 1 hour before bed. Stress management completes the trifecta. Chronic stress spikes cortisol, which inflames the skin, triggers breakouts, and accelerates aging. Mindfulness, meditation, and even 5-minute breathing exercises can regulate cortisol. Harvard Medical School emphasizes that micro-practices, not occasional retreats, create resilience. Real-world, CEOs, athletes, and wellness-focused entrepreneurs integrate micro-mindfulness daily and report smoother, healthier skin and improved decision-making. You don't need to avoid life. You need to regulate your response to it. Now, let's address self-care rituals and consistency. Beauty and radiance are cumulative. A 5-minute skincare routine, combined with hydration, movement, proper sleep, nutrition, and stress regulation, compounds over months and years. Examples: dermatologists note patients who maintain minimalistic, consistent routines show greater improvement than those who experiment with multiple new products weekly. You don't need perfect adherence. You need disciplined, repeatable habits. Consider the lifestyle versus cosmetic dichotomy. Cosmetic fixes, injectables, high-end creams, or trendy treatments offer instant gratification but fade without foundational habits, sustainable lifestyle habits, hydration, nutrition, movement, sleep, stress management, and skincare deliver lasting, visible results. No need to depend on temporary interventions. You need consistency, strategy, and discipline. Let's break down a daily ritual example for maximal effect. Morning, hydrate with water. Take your vitamin C serum, apply SPF, and perform a 5-minute facial massage midday. Nourish with nutrient-dense meals rich in antioxidants, leafy greens, and healthy fats. Evening, gentle cleanse. Apply retinoid or peptide treatment. Wind down for 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Throughout the day, engage in 20 to 30 minutes of movement, 5-minute mindfulness exercises, and adequate hydration. Notice the principle: laid, consistent, small habits compound into glowing skin. It's not about a single miracle product or an Instagram-inspired hack. It's about disciplined integration across lifestyle, nutrition, skincare, and mindset. Real-world reinforcement. Dr. Whitney Bowe emphasizes, your lifestyle determines your skin's destiny. No serum or treatment can replace daily choices. Dr. Doris Day adds, I see patients with dramatic lifestyle improvements, hydration, diet, sleep, stress control, and the results consistently outperform any expensive cream. The final step is ownership and accountability. You have a choice every morning to follow your ritual or delay, to drink water or skip it, to meditate or ignore stress, to protect your skin or expose it recklessly. Each choice is a vote for your future glow. As we conclude, reflect. Your skin is not just a reflection of beauty, it's a reflection of health, discipline, and lifestyle. All prior chapters built the system. Now, you integrate it into a lifelong framework. You need habits, daily diligence, and a commitment to excellence. Now, here is your challenge. Design your personalized daily ritual today. Layer hydration, nutrition, sleep, stress control, movement, and targeted treatments. Document it. Track it. Commit to it for 30 days. Watch your skin transform, not by magic, but by methodical, disciplined action. You are no longer chasing fleeting beauty. You are building a glow that lasts a lifetime. Your journey doesn't end here. It starts now.